This one is quite noteworthy to talk about as well in terms of how it's positioned and what film it's just knocked off the top spot. It's Alien Romulus. It dominates North American box office with $41.5 million as of August 18th, which was yesterday. As we record, Alien Romulus has claimed the top spot at the North American box office with $41.5 million. Deadpool and Wolverine follows in second place with $29 million, while it ends with Us secures third with $24 million. The rest of the top five includes Twisters at fourth with $9.8 million, and Coraline at fifth with $8.4 million. And other notable entries include Despicable Me 4 and Inside Out 2.
I'm just searching up about this film because
Does it surprise
me.
Yeah, I was going to say, John, does it surprise you? Yeah.
Not really, because I think there's enough of a following for Alien, and it did look good in the theatres, the trailer. I think people going and seeing a Deadpool and Wolverine watching that trailer might have been intrigued enough to go and watch the film.
Yeah.
It did look interesting, but I get a lot of vibes of the original. I felt like it was rehashing a lot of stuff from the original movie, to the point where I've just searched up, is Alien Romulus a reboot? And they're saying it's an interquel.
I don't even know what that
Since
is.
it's both a sequel to the original film and a prequel to Cameron's follow-up, so it's kind of set between
Right, okay.
Aliens and Alien.
That's interesting, yeah.
I don't understand what.
Maybe two timelines.
Yeah, two timelines, yeah.
Yeah.
But it did look decent. It's made good money, man. Over $100 million already worldwide. I think opening weekend you just said there, the 14th, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty fucking good.
That's really good, yeah.
It's pretty good money.
I think the running time's got a lot to do with it as well, John. Just under 2
Short
hours.
and sweet, yeah.
It's
just like Deadpool.
And it is horror sci-fi. We talk about
And
that
it's
quite a
R-rated
lot,
again.
Yeah. We talk about horror genre though. We talk about that's your sort of sweet spot is under 2 hours. And I think they've just hit the nail on the head with this. But you're right. I remember watching this in the theatre thinking this looks pretty fucking good actually.
Yeah.
I do like the look of it. I'm not the biggest Alien fan.
I love the first two.
I liked the second one.
The second one was brilliant. Just
that was
something about
Cameron, wasn't it? That did the second one.
Yeah.
Ridley Scott did the first one.
Yeah.
I liked that one.
That was more action, wasn't it? Whereas
I
the
think
first
I
was
kind
more
of just
horror.
fell away from it when it was the Sigourney Weaver, Winona Ryder one, the fourth one I think it was, Resurrection or something, can't remember. I just fell away from it after that. And I know there's been some prequels after that.
But it's nice to see they're getting back to horror. It looks as though it is going to be a horror.
with Predator.
Oh God, I know. Fuck.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous.
It does look like they're going back to basics, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more horrific, as I like to say, and stepping away from the more action-heavy stuff. I mean, I'm trying to look at some of the cast. I don't know a huge amount of them. That kind of something I noticed watching the trailer. I didn't know a huge amount of the actors. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to step away and sort of refresh and not have
John, they did
big
it with
names in
talking
there.
about Predator. They did it with Prey. You know.
Yeah,
They did it. Obviously,
I love
the
Prey,
cast.
man.
It's a
Prey
great
was
film, yeah.
brilliant. That's an example of putting a fresh take on maybe an overworn franchise, setting it in the past, sort of Native American. That was unbelievable. I really enjoyed that film. A hell of a lot.
Fresh, as you said,
But this does look good, man. And again, just tacked on to what we were speaking about there. It once again proves that you can make an R-rated film. It's not multi-demographic and it can make money. And just great seeing movies going into theatres post-pandemic when there was a lot of talk 2-3 years ago about the industry being finished.
Yep.
Exhibitors' theatres being finished. Nobody wanted to go to a cinema anymore and watch a film. It was dead in the water. It was done. You wouldn't get billion-dollar movies anymore. It was all finished. The MCU was dying in its arse. Now we've got a sort of spike again and people are going back to the theatres and they're making big money. Not just this promising opening weekend, but Deadpool and Wolverine, obviously Inside Out 2, over $1 billion. So they're making big money.
yeah.
So it's good to see because like a loaf, Disney and companies like that, they're pouring a huge amount of money to make these movies and they have to make the money back.
I think in terms of this film as well, I think that they've been very clever and obviously it's released date as well. They knew that Deadpool and Wolverine was going to be the biggest film of the year, and they've kind of timed it nicely as well in terms of its run because that must be a very hard thing to sort of predict in terms of projection, in terms of box office week on week. With a film like Deadpool and Wolverine, when does it start to fizzle out? Because obviously they've committed to a release date on this. It's not like they've waited, right, their numbers are going down slightly now, let's release it.
I don't think they would have thought Deadpool and Wolverine would have been number one at this point. I think they'd have probably have thought a week and a half, 2 weeks,
Do you
maybe
think it's
two
a
and a
bit
half
of luck
weeks.
then? Do you think, or
Yeah, when
perhaps-
Deadpool came out, when?
I think it
about a
was
month and a bit ago?
4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it would have thought maybe 2.5, 3 weeks, and it would have started tapering off quite a bit. I don't think anyone envisaged Deadpool and Wolverine doing over $1 billion.
No.
Having the run it had, I think they thought it would do very well. But I mean, it was the only Marvel movie released this year, so
Yeah.
it's obviously going to be successful. It's Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, but I don't think anyone's seen it being that explosive. I mean, it's broke so many records in terms of opening weekends
Yeah.
and runs, and now it's the
The
top R-rated
promotion,
movie.
Yeah, I mean, the promotion in the run up to its release as well was phenomenal. And you only see that for sort of big blockbuster films. Certainly for this one, I don't remember us reacting to any of the
No.
trailers in this. I don't think there was many trailers.
Very small budget,
Yeah,
$80 million budget.
yeah.
I mean, I think we used to say back in the day, you'd basically double it effectively for promotion.
Yeah.
Also, the theatres get their cut. So you're looking at maybe it'd have to make about, I don't know, 180, 190, 200 million to make a profit. It's well on its way to doing that.
Yeah.
So that's good to see.
Yeah,
I may
it's-
have to go and watch this film.
Yeah, I think in cinema as well, John.
Because
Definitely in
it's been
cinema.
a long time
Yeah.
since I've seen an Alien movie. I don't actually know what the feedback is in terms of, I mean, it's doing really well.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah,
well.
it's really, really
Pretty
good,
highly
yeah.
rated. And the audience are loving it as well. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's fantastic, yeah. It's good to see.
returning to the roots,
Yeah.
obviously, of what made the originals great. Well, the original great.
Yeah.
Aliens, as I said, was
Yeah, we
very...
have to make a point of going to see this. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
does look good. But we're going to move on. And before we do, folks, if any of you have saw Alien Romulus, let us know if you saw it over the weekend. Let us know in the comments section. Let us know your thoughts. Are you going to go and see it? Let us know that as well. We will respond. We will reply. And we will like your comments or we will dislike your comments depending on what you say. But we're going to move on.